What is going on, my friends? How we doing? This is, what is it, Monday? Beautiful Monday morning-ish when I'm filming this. No, it's afternoon now. It's afternoon. I'm lying. How are we all doing? What's going on with the warning, with the cave? It's been a minute, man. I was so sick last week. I'm still kind of sick, and I'm starting to get my screen and my light headache, so I'm going to do one more of these, take a quick break, and then come back. I'm going to try to bang out a whole bunch this week. And this one was compliments of my friend Sly from the cave, and I appreciate this, my friend. I can't speak Spanish. Narcisista? I'm assuming that's Spanish for narcissist. From the warning, and this is a live one too. And I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. I appreciate all the help that you've given to my channel. And y'all, I don't know if you would be surprised or not. I've talked about this in the warning Discord. But the support that y'all offer and deliver is unbelievable. So I really appreciate this. I really dig this. I've got the warnings Patreon link in the description box. It is fantastic. I've got my Patreon link in the description box as well. I also have a PayPal link. That's more speed. I just ask that you send a couple links in that one if you're sending me requests, because I live in Canada and not all the links work. And let's pull this up and watch it. Oh, wait, I had the lyrics. Hold on. I had it translated for the lyrics just so I could follow along. Okay, I'm going to try to follow along as best I can. Here we go.
Mucha emoción. Esto es Narcisista. Dicen que rezan por mí. Tan preocupados, pero no veo que estén rezando tanto. No es para
So why is it someone who's a drummer, tell me why the floor tom, I think, rhythm and the snare drum and the floor tom rhythm was the same, but for some reason the snare drum one sounded like it was harder. Can anyone make sense for that for me? Because like I play drums, I can play drums like for reason enough to whatever I'm up to, right? I would hire a drummer for anything else, but so like I'm just imagining this, and for some reason the snare drum part just sounded more complex. I love the energy, I love the attitude, I love that there's 2 up, 2 down. I can talk about that later. For the toms and the drum kit, I love Pow's energy, man. Like the stage presence at the beginning and the introduction, and how she's like singing on top of this drum kit. I dig it. Let's do this. Great guitar line. I gotta turn it up. I talk about this lots, man. I think that Danny does a really good job of being melodic and playing for the song, not just playing for guitar players. You know, who caught me in the comments. Some people play solos and leads and stuff, man, and nobody cares. Other guitar players care. And that's about it, right? I dig that, like, she's willing to play for the song, right? And also on Ali's bass, I think, so there's a couple things that can kind of go on here, and if there's been conversation around this, or if there's a video around this, I'd love to know. But from what I've kind of done in bass to make it sound like this, is she could either use like a distortion pedal. It looks like she's got a few pedals. I'm assuming one's like a comp, one might be like a direct inbox. It's just like a conversion from unbalanced to balanced. Could be a few different things, but the Ampeg doesn't really sound distorted like that, so they might be just like creating a couple channels for this from like the audio engineering standpoints. Basically, just take like 1 or 2 bass signals, duplicate it, make one kind of distorted. You can use things like a distressor. I think it's a ELA distressor. You can use like an actual fuzz pedal or something overdriven. But then you have like a blend of just solid good bass sound, and you have a blend of distorted and maybe even like tinny bass sound just to make it like cut a little more. But then now you're filling out the space of the second guitar player that you don't need. And the 3-piece sounds bigger, right? So there's a lot of really cool things that like push my buttons, make me feel really good about this. And I think like there's a few ways to capture them, but whatever it is that they're doing, I think it's great. And I just noticed that Danny's guitar frets are slanted too, so that's dope. That's dope.
critíquenme un poco más. Me encuentro entretenida al escuchar todo lo que dicen, lo que más dicen. Déjenme reírme un poco más.
Yeah, that big snare drum, like the big reverb in the snare drum too. It's got this like cannon feel to it, but it cuts off short. So I don't know if it's like a big room and a short decay, or they might have like a gate that caps off the reverb. So you hit the drum, it's got like, you know, a synthetic room or a cathedral or a hall sound or a plate sound, which is like how they started creating reverbs in smaller boxes. And then it cuts off, right? So it's got this bah. Because the thing is when's the last time you listened to a snare drum from this far away from it? Let me tell you, it's not what we think a snare drum sounds like, right? So even with 2 or 3 microphones, you want to add some ambiance, some room noise to it. So it's got some punch, right? And then like what I think is kind of cool about that too is I'm listening to the way that the like Pow's singing, the lyrics, the consonants and everything are lining up and landing with the drums. And there's like a certain amount of like syncopation that's dope. There's a certain amount of like I'm trying to say like I guess like influence or power presentation that's kind of none of these aren't the right words I'm looking for, but it's like she can hit the snare drum or the kick drum to define her words, to like make them hit harder. Like what a great seat to be in if you were this good a singer and this good a drummer. Like how dope, right? Of course you'd be wanting to do this stuff. Come on, man. Performer, man, that was dope. Like, so I got caught sleeping. I thought she broke the 2 sticks in the TEDx one, and it was just one. And it's funny because in my head I thought, wait, she didn't reach for another stick, so how would she have broken a second one? But whatever. So she put the stick down to tell the story, to pull you into the web, to cast the spell, right? Like that was so cool, man. And I bet you just feels good to let your body respond that way. You know, like just let that open hi-hat play, the preset hi-hat play. And I think she got some kick drum going too. And just like be able to like be a singer for a moment, even though you're behind your drum set, you're on your drum throne, you can still be a singer. Like it's just so cool. I'm gonna back it up more. Harmonies sound great. Fills too, so nothing stops her. Drumming and singing must be totally is the word autonomous of each other, just totally independent. Like come on man. And you know, like not the most intricate drum kit fill, but it doesn't need to be. Like go listen to any Boston record or any of these master class musicians, and like they sound exactly like that. Like they're very structured, very solid, very like just tone driven fills. They don't need to be that fancy, they don't need to be that flashy. It's fitting for the song. Yeah. Guitar sings. But again, like a cool solo, man. I don't know what this guitar is that she's playing. Someone might have told me before, and I apologize. The slanted frets are dope. It's got a great sustain to it. Like again, very lyrical, very tasty solo, very classy solo, right? Great tone. So in that last part, I'm gonna back it up a bit. Was Danny doing the high part and Pow doing the low part? In this? I think that's what's going on, right? That makes sense. think the purpose of I was talking about this in another video of having the preset like kind of semi-open hi-hat, because I don't think she plays. I think she does have a double kick drum pedal, but it's probably just more for like trash can endings and maybe like some fills and stuff. Like she doesn't like lean on it a whole bunch. I think this part is for the casting the spell with the like in the open hand, right? Because if she kept playing it like this, it wouldn't really have. You'd be interfering with yourself, right? Like it would be kind of awkward. Or if you went to like open hand, maybe it's not as comfortable. You know what I mean? I don't know. I dig it though. I think it's clever. I think it's smart and it looks rock and roll. God, that guitar sounds like a chainsaw. Oh, I gotta turn it up. Cool. Oh man, we're getting into a guitar solo now too. Come on, man. I just got back to work. Come on, bro. Look at her face. Look at Daddy's face. She's like, oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. See, again, like very tasty, very clever. I think that's all. I think, oh man, I don't really know what key they're playing in. I think that was a minor pentatonic in a major position, like in the first position. I dig it, man. It was just like it just had this like nice kind of. I use this word in everything I like. Just bear with me for a second. But this nice, like nasty, disgusting kind of like. There's energy to it, and I love that. I think that's what I think you get that sound from having like a minor scaling in a major position. But like it just, I love it. It just has energy. It has like guitar face written all over it. You know what I mean? The wah pedal. I don't know if she. I'm gonna back it up a bit. I don't know if she was actually laying into the wah pedal, if she's had it kind of cocked and set. I thought it was a great solo. Great solo. This tone, man, is fantastic. What's she playing here? She got an orange and a smaller head on it. I think she was like wahing a little bit, but I think mostly it was just like the 1K boost, like the pointed boost for the wah kind of sound. Oh, she's getting, her voice is breaking up now too. Good, come on, man, come on. Let it up. New stick. Whatever it was, come on, man, and sing on top of that. Narcisista, okay. Rock and roll, man. And so to back up my point with this bass sounding thick as hell, I don't think they're using any of their tracks right now. And this bass fills up so much space with, and just Pau and Ali singing. It makes enough room that Danny can play this guitar solo, this high like melodic or lyrical guitar solo, and it doesn't feel like you lose anything, right? If there's a guitar track in there, bro, it's mixed low, because I think that's just some big bass. Hell yeah. Quick guitar swap. Rock and roll, man. Rock and roll, my friends. That crowd kind of half looked like they were sitting there in shock the whole time, didn't it? Like holding their phones up, like, wow. I dug it, man. I dug a lot. I don't have words left. I said enough of them, man. I took a 5 minute song, made it 15 minutes. Sly, I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. The warning, the cave, everyone. I'll see you in the Discord. My Patreon friends, my YouTube friends. See y'all again soon.